This video is sponsored by Skillshare. Links in the description below.
Hey, back on deck on my fly, really on my, pay some respect to my mindset, head blowing smoke, catch a contact.
So today I'm going to be roasting two pieces. One of them is actually one of my most viewed performance videos. And that's just like some random D. It's like some I don't know what chord that was. It should be a tonic chord, but it was like C9 with like added 27th or something. Udacrep Akubrad. Let go! Okay, we have some semblance of beat keeping, that's good. I'm like, woo! You'll never get to do that ever again in your life, so definitely treasure those moments. But this is getting really deep. Good morning and welcome to another episode of The Studio. My name is Adam and it's time for yet another roasting myself. Thank you so much to my studio VIPs, Robert Tomo, Bradley Crowley, Sunshine Han, Scott Rader, Greg Harris, Dean P. Newberger, and J. Carol Gilliland. Thank you so much for your continued support. And today's featured studio artist is Alex Sylvester. Thank you so much for your continued support. If you'd like to become a studio VIP or a studio artist, you can go to patreon.com/AdamTan or you can click over here. Welcome back to the show once again. Hope you've been well. It's actually lockdown here in Perth for the entire week because Australia at the moment is actually going through a bit of a re-emergence of an outbreak. It's been really crazy in the last few days, especially with things like MARIMBA Fest. We've had to kind of restructure the event a bit because of border restrictions and all that kind of stuff. But good news is we're still healthy, still alive, and I basically can't go anywhere other than my home or my studio at the moment. Which means I can actually make more videos now, which is great. I have a new 4 1/3 octave marimba solo called Sunflower that is going to be coming out very soon. I just premiered it at a concert last week. And I've also got a multi-percussion duo called Mahjong Table, which is the first time I've ever written for multi-percussion, like ever. And I've actually got my first commission after Marimba Fest too, a marimba and vibes duo, which is really exciting because I've never been commissioned before. I'm open to commissions, of course. If you ever want to commission anything, just let me know in my email address in the description below. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button below to keep up with my uploads. I make videos like this all the time, but all the music I just talked about is going to drop on this channel first. So make sure you hit that notification bell to know whenever it's dropped. Okay, so the reason why I wanted to make another flame grilling episode is because, well, I'm getting to that stage of my life where I'm almost 30. I'm starting to play in more professional settings and my technique has improved a lot. My musicality and my approach to phrasing and things like that have improved a lot. My stick holding is so much better now, and it's just really good for me to go back and look at my older videos and see what has changed. And I think this is really great in just, well, any situation ever, to evaluate your past performance and to see what can be improved. So today I'm going to be roasting two pieces. One of them is actually one of my most viewed performance videos. It is Bye Medley. I actually, I don't know how to feel about watching this video, but it's the one that I used to get so many email questions about, like where to get the score, how do you play this section, and to be honest, I don't know if my playing in this video is that good, so let's find out. Okay, so here's the video, some context. This performance was in 2015. It was my honours year recital. So honours year in Australia is like your 4th year of your undergraduate degree. So this is like your final recital in your undergraduate degree. And yeah, I wanted to finish the program with something exciting with my friends. So you can see 4 of my friends in the background. So on the left here, you got Richard, and then you got Aaron, and you got Jackson, and you got Tom. You may have seen some of these guys in my previous videos, and I'm still friends with all of them. They're really great people. This was just a really fun thing where we were all supposed to wear suits. You can see me wearing this crazy red velvet jacket that costs way too much money. You can also see in the background the setup for Udacrep Akubrad, which we're going to watch after this. But Bye Medley is a very popular Bob Becker arrangement of Bye Bye Blackbird, and I think there's like another tune that's incorporated into it. And it is on xylophone with 2 marimba accompaniments. It's supposed to be really like ragtimey and fun, and there's a very choppy section in the middle. I don't think my playing is awful, but I think my technique is going to be absolutely trash. So let's watch. Wait, no, this isn't a let's watch. Let's roast. Wow, am I talking back then? Look at Aaron in the background. Yeah, nice. Lots of wrong notes. Okay, straight away I'm going to stop it there because you can already see, wow, my hair is just a box. That's... Okay, sorry. I'm not going to comment on my appearance. The way I'm playing the mallets, you can already see my finger, my index finger is sticking out. Now, I know a lot of you guys refer to this as like back fulcrum, and that is a legitimate thing, but I'm not doing that. I'm just holding the stick really tight. I'm basically just holding it like this with my finger out, and I'm just doing this with my hand, and that's very counterproductive and it's very tense. But somehow the notes are working. I'm getting just enough elevation to make it look semi-legitimate, but again, accuracy, haha, it's not there. Okay, we started together, that's nice. My friends at the back are doing a great job of staying in time. That's a bit of an excessive slowdown. All my swells are the same! And my fingers are sticking out! That's such an extreme slowdown. It's way too much. Oh, so many wrong notes. Oh, wrong. That's so wrong. I also don't think these mallets sound particularly nice, but that's alright. Okay, come on, keep it moving, keep it moving. Nice C, Aaron. Nice C, I see you. Okay, we've got some regularity going. Dude, it's like a wrong note in every single bar from me. That's, I'm rushing the triplets. If you're gonna do that double sticking, like, actually play it properly. Oh! I'm rushing so much, you can feel it, right? I was pretty nervous when I was playing this. Oh, my friends at the back doing the dime stops. I love that. So if you watch my previous video where I did an analysis of, I did a let's watch of someone else playing Bye Medley, and they also did the dime stop things. I think it's because they watched this video. And my friends came up with that idea because of my teacher. His name is Tim White. He was talking about doing this dime stop thing, and it kind of just looks really fun and locomotive. It's very vaudeville, very novelty feel, which I think is really cute. And my friends just absolutely nailed it. So shout out to my buddies. See, I keep missing the bars. I also think my stance is very stiff. People laughing in the background. This was still a fun performance, regardless of my playing. I skipped the bar. My curing is not good. Okay, the accuracy is not... okay, I spoke too soon. I'm hitting a lot of random notes, and I'm rushing. See, I just valued, like, the tempo way too much. What was that run? That was just completely made up. Oi, mate. I'm just playing something that like kind of sounds like. It's a lot of improvised runs there, but we'll allow it, I guess. Alright, then I changed melodies. Okay, before I continue, so far as you can see, I'm playing like with like the right spirit, I guess. It's like light and bouncy, which is nice, and the mallets are small, so it's contributing to that very like small dotty tone, but I actually feel like maybe they could be a bit heavier. Yeah, I don't know, like I feel like when you play this piece, the accuracy needs to be much higher than what I'm playing in this video. There's just way too many made up runs, and I'm also rushing like mad. like a mad thing, innit? So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that, but it's okay, let's keep watching. That finger on my right hand is gonna irritate me for the rest of my life. Like what's the point of playing like that? I'm literally using full arm strokes for everything. It's so unnecessary. I could alter the roll speed, but I didn't. And I'm swelling every single roll exactly the same shape, that bell curve shape. It's so cliche. At least I'm not rushing as much. I made up this part, like the rhythm. I'm just kind of like comping, I guess, but it's a little bit too much liberty, Adam. My friends are doing a great job once again, keeping it in time. See, look at me trying to hype myself up for this run. So I'm already rushing. And this is the easy part. And then all the hard runs are wrong. My hands were tensing up so much at this point, I remember. You can see, I'm struggling. Stop. I'm struggling like that. I'm like, because I'm like literally holding it so tight, and there's only like maybe this much range of motion in every stroke, which is just terrible. That means I have no idea how to do this properly. I will say at least the energy is there, maybe the intensity is there, but just so tight. Because it's so tight. Maybe not the right kind of piece for me. Maybe I should have played something a bit slower. Yeah, completely missed the accents. So, yeah, I was so off that I had to like make up filler notes to fill that space. Look how tight my arms are. They're stuck. And it's just like some random D. It's like some I don't know what chord that was. It should be a tonic chord, but it was like C9 with like added 27th or something. So many random notes. I'm just gonna listen to that last run again. That's hilarious. This part I made up, yeah. I added some like offbeat semiquavers. I forgot that part, so I just did some random triplet with one hand. Oh no! And I just rolled this part because I couldn't remember how to play it. Well, you know, whatever you gotta do, right, to keep the performance going. It's supposed to be done, and I played like a 7th at the end. Unintentional 7th chord. Wow. And look at my face. I'm like, yeah, I did so good. I'm getting ripped tonight. No. Yeah, no. That's hilarious. I was 21 years old at this time, so that's probably why I thought I was so great. But, you know, it was a fun performance. I really enjoyed playing with my friends, regardless. Okay, so overall, yeah, the energy was there. It was pretty fun and quirky and light, and, you know, everyone's having a good time. But the accuracy is just really poor, and the technique of my sticks, because I'm holding them so tight and with the thumbs facing upwards and my fingers are out and I'm doing a lot of this, like this is just a recipe for disaster. If I could redo that piece again with my current level of technique, I would, because I think I can definitely get much more power and speed now with a much looser and more relaxed grip. Yeah, I always had a tendency to rush. I think in this program, particularly on this recital, because I was getting assessed and because it was the last one that I was going to do for a while until my master's degree, I was like very on edge. I thought, oh no, like I better just do like something really impressive, I'd better go like super extra so that the panel recognizes me. And I didn't really need to do that. That is something that I've learned to now keep in check. I tend to sit back on a lot of music now. I tend to think of everything in big beats as opposed to small beats, and that just has helped me ground myself a lot more. But yeah, if you're enjoying the video so far, please give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, like these things are always an ongoing learning experience. And speaking of ongoing learning experiences, that brings me to the sponsor of today's video, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community filled with thousands of inspiring classes for creative people just like you and me, where you can learn new things, explore your passions, and ultimately just get lost in the art of learning. The classes can suit any schedule, with short classes that are about 30 minutes all the way up to longer classes of several hours. And the topics, well, they range from things like creative fields like graphic design, web design, drawing, visual art, creative writing, and even things like finance and lifestyle things like interior design, cooking, and fitness. I've been taking different classes on Skillshare every month, and the one that I'm taking this month is called Video for Instagram. Tell an engaging story in less than a minute. This class is by Halise Naves, who is a video producer based in Texas, and she's talking about how to use Instagram video to tell your kinds of stories. And some of the techniques that I picked up were things like using text and how to use other techniques like slow motion to really achieve really professional grade stories in under a minute. I think that is just awesome. But of course, thanks to my friends at Skillshare, the first 1,000 people to use my link in the description or in the pinned comment down below will receive a 1-month free trial of Skillshare Premium. So go check it out right now. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next video now, but if you haven't already joined our Discord server, it's at adamtampercussion.com/Discord. Really fun server dedicated to percussion, but also welcome to anybody. Okay, so here is the video, Udacrep Akubrad by Avner Dorman. So this was originally written for the duo PERCUSSIONIST, incredible duo, and oh, when I look at this video, I just get worried because I just know my playing is going to look hilarious. Okay, so because this is a roasting myself video, I want you guys to focus on my playing. Do not focus on Jackson's playing. Jackson's my friend on the left there. You'll notice that he's not wearing any shoes. He had this phase where he was always going barefoot on stage, and I just couldn't do it because I kept falling over every time it happened. But in any case, you can see our setup is basically 2 5 octaves. I mean, no hate to the Masa fans out there, but I really hate the Masa M500 Marimba. It's just so old. Like the frame is so old. You know, they still sell this Masa M500 in this form, like with this frame and everything. Like, you see how big this frame end is? It's just so unnecessary. The bars at the end, they're like literally aircraft runways. They're so big. And that was one of the problems I had when I was still strengthening my 4 mallet grip, was just getting those lower octaves. It was so wide, like it was almost like an 11th on my Marimba 1 instrument. Anyway, we've got 2 5-octave marimbas, and we have these darbuka. So we've got 2 darbukas each, and I remember Jackson and I fashioned this darbuka mount out of garden hose holder. I think it's literally a garden hose holder from a hardware store. Very creative times back then. We're both using music, but we're not using the entire music. I think we just have like the end pages. I think it's like the last 5 pages or so. Mallets wise, yeah, these mallets, well, they are the formerly known as the Nebojša Jovan Čivković mallets. Anybody who knows what happened there will know why I don't use those anymore. But yeah, you can see we're using 4 of the same hardness. Back then I knew nothing about grad setups, so it's just not going to sound good at all. It's going to sound really dotty and harsh, but whatever. Okay, we started together. By the way, this is a lot slower than it should be. But yeah, I'm using so much arm in my laterals. The tempo is not bad actually. My right hand's way too loud. I'm like, woo! It's not bad, it's not bad. Accuracy is not bad, actually. Mallets sound terrible. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Like this. Oh, Honestly, Jackson's doing a pretty good job. Although, yeah, our dynamics can be much better. We have almost no dynamic contrast. My stance was not good back then. Okay, we have some semblance of beat keeping, that's good. I'm playing those dotted quavers without rushing, which is okay. Oh, I'm not using my wrists for those double verticals. So I'm using a lot of arm. I think something happened here. Yeah, and then Jackson fixed it, yeah. I think I started too early or something. I'm just playing random notes. That's not right. Okay. Okay, we got the soft. You see how horrible that bass mallet sounds? It's like BOOM! Because it's all the same hardness. Yeah, Jackson saved me with the downbeat there. My laterals are just stabby. Like my left hand especially, I'm just stabbing. I think also the marimba's too high for me. That was a bit wonky. My is holding on. My right hand is so stiff. See, my wrist technique is not established enough. What are you doing, Adam? What are you doing? I just made it up. I just made it up. See, I'm going with the same problem. It's too stiff. Like right now, that would be so easy, but just didn't develop the hand enough. That octave, I'm like holding it for dear life. I was getting better at my playing blind here. You can see I'm looking at the sheet and playing at the same time. Yeah, I actually improved on that year. See, if I tilted my mallet here, we could have gotten a softer head. I didn't know that though. I'd like to play this again maybe at some point. Look how much I'm forcing the upstroke. Because it's so tight. It's also not correct. I didn't know how to use air in my strokes back then. Maybe I should make a video about that. Let me know in the comments if I should. About using air. Surprisingly, the accuracy is actually not bad. But again, remember the tempo is a lot slower than what it should be. What am I doing? I'm just like forcing the notes so much. Oh, we're out of time! It goes back to the beginning somewhere here. Oh no, it's the drum bit, that's right. That was supposed to be our cue. Okay, our grip cues are working. The mallets sound terrible, but... Here we go. This part is fun, this hand part. But you can see, my left hand is just unable to get that wrist stroke. Jackson has had a really good hand technique. You can see Jackson's hands were already starting to develop this very natural wrist motion. Mine, not so much. Yeah, I think the reason why I stayed in time for most of this is because of Jackson, actually. Okay, my diabuka tone isn't terrible. It actually sounds alright. Although Darren Booker does have a habit of making bad tones sound better than they actually are. Jackson sounds very good. That big Q. Oh, let's go, Jackson. Let's go. See, I'm using my arm for every single one of these beats. Totally unnecessary. Oh, it sounds horrible in that low register, the mallets. Ah. I hope I didn't crack any bars that way. What is this? Right, we're coming back to the start. Let go! Bop, bop! I'm rushing. I cut the beat there. I think we cut something. Yeah, I think we actually cut out one of the sections. But yeah, okay. Nice, not bad. We were so happy with that. We were like, yeah, we did it. We actually finished together. Wow. I do remember that day there was a big audience there. It was like 150 people or something, which is like basically full capacity for this venue. That walk off. Things that were okay. The tempo was much more controlled towards the beginning, mainly because it is a slower tempo. Jackson was also helping me stay in time because I think I was pushing ahead most of the time. But accuracy was actually alright. It wasn't too bad, although I will say this piece, because it uses a lot of the same shapes, same chord shapes, same permutations, it's not too difficult accuracy-wise compared to something like, I don't know, Merlin. Like those kinds of more like clashy note shapes. This one is much more clean. It's definitely written with the marimbist in mind. Yeah, it wasn't too bad on that point, but the things that I didn't like about it, well, it's a pretty long list. Okay, firstly, the mallets. The mallets sound absolutely trash in the lower register. I mean, that marimba, the M500, already sounds very thin in the lower register. It's just, the bars are just very wide, and so you get a very like, I don't even know how to describe it. How do you even describe that? It just doesn't sound that warm. There's no like warmth to it. And when you're having mallets like those, those rock hard Shivkoviches, which are now called, I think, the Artisan series or something, they just sound really, really harsh. I think if I had a graduated set, if I had a softer mallet at the bottom, or at least like soft, medium soft, and medium, and then I just used like pure power to get the notes out, like to get the projection, I think it would have been fine. Because remember, it is a small venue, there's no reason for me to have super bright mallets. Secondly, my marimba is way too high. Like you can see most of the time, I'm only able to get this much mallet height because there is only that much available. My hand is there and the bars are like here, and that's as high as I can go. So it's not really necessary for it to be that high. Nowadays I play with the marimba a lot lower, and I tend to go down with the instrument so that I can adjust my height as I'm playing, which is something that I learned down the track, because before then I was always like, well, I can't play this passage because the marimba is too low. I better make it as high as possible. Oh, don't use height as a personality trait, please. Other things I didn't like about my playing, I don't think my bar placement was very good. Sometimes I was hitting on the nodes. That's why some of the bars, especially the accidental bars, sounded very thin. And also just, yeah, slamming the bottom with those mallets. If I'm going to use those mallets, I should slam a little bit more off center. Otherwise you get cracking long term. Overall, my technique, as always with all of these roasting myself videos, is too tight because I'm using too much of this locomotive motion, especially in some of the chords. I was literally doing this and it was just this elbow going up and down. Like this is not a tricep push down, okay? I should be able to just play those passages with wrist motions because it's not even that loud or big. Yeah, I think I was just using way too much arm in a lot of those passages, and again, the stance and the height all contributes to that as well. But look, at the end of the day, hindsight is 20/20, right? Like I didn't know any of these things, and I was only 21 at the time, and if I had just been a little bit more open-minded, if I had asked more questions, maybe consulted more people, I could have improved some of these things. But at the same time, you learn from all of these experiences. That's why I always encourage anybody who watches these videos, the roasting ones, to roast yourself once in a while. Like, don't feel bad about it. I'm still very happy that these performances happened, and I'm still really happy I got to do them. I think at the time I was really happy too, because I got to play with my friends, and that is just something that is really special. You know, there's that one moment frozen in time where you're playing with somebody at a particular skill level. You'll never get to do that ever again in your life. So definitely treasure those moments. But this is getting really deep. Anyway, let me know down in the comments below what you thought of today's performances from me. I think somebody actually told me to roast Udacrep Akubrad, and I'm glad I did, because it shows me a lot of things that I have now fixed and some things that are still ongoing issues for me, like the rushing thing. I'm getting better, but sometimes I like to go fast. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that red subscribe button below if you haven't already, to keep up my uploads as I upload every single week. And remember, those new pieces are coming very soon. Thank you so much for watching today's episode, and stay safe wherever you are in the world. And I will see you guys next week for another episode of The Studio. Good night.